In 1976, Brazilian bossa folk duo Burnier Cartier released their second of two self-titled albums, and from that album, the acoustic drizzler Catrina Cangurú.
Catarina vem pra cá num pulo só. Abra a boca e fecha os olhos pro beijo que vem.
I love how they very quickly go from like these basic chords to these flats, and how they're how the vocals accent like choice notes within those chords.
Catarina Cangurú só mira mosca, nunca jogou pra beber.
It's when it hits that B flat that it starts to have that angular feel to it.
Vale tudo entre cara e coroa. Corre a nota, ela corre também. E não nota que está sempre só.
Very fast, like acoustic filigree there.
Bolsa de amor canguru, nem que venha de homem qualquer.
Yeah, we're definitely hearing two acoustic guitars. I'm hearing, it seems like one in my right and one in my left speaker.
Catarina Cangurú, Catarina Cangurú, Catarina Cangurú.
Oh, I love the way those harmonies are getting kind of like steamy, kind of that breathy quality. And hear that electric guitar is starting to filter in.
Catarina Cangurú, Catarina Cangurú, trabalha duro, no meio-fio qualquer, vale tudo entre cá.
Yeah, that chromatic movement is really during the verses what really gives the song its initial shape and like hook.
Coroa, corre a nota, vai se apaixonar, que o futuro tá aí pra se amar.
Oh, that shimmering kind of illumination with the synthesizers on that one chord, like starting in B flat and then in going up to D minor. Yeah, that's a definitely like swelling moment in the track. I think we have some synth strings there, or maybe symphony.
Catarina Cangurú, Catarina Cangurú, Catarina Cangurú, Catarina Cangurú.
Let's see. Vocals on this track, Sonia Burnier. Yeah, the first name in the duo. Yeah, who sings lead, I guess, on 3 of the tracks.
Catarina Cangurú, trabalha duro, no meio-fio qualquer, vale tudo entre cara e coroa.
The way that hi-hat's keeping pace. I mean, it's basically it's a very rhythmically strong though drummerless piece, but it's got quite a pace to it. Oh, I love the way that kind of like mellotron sounding like synth string instrument that's like swelling up in the piece, and how it's mixing with that kind of like light kind of like wah guitar tone. Yeah, I love that tone, that wah wah, like slow wah. Like a kind of like a lyrical use of the wah, as opposed to a strictly rhythmic use of it. I love the way that the vocals are just kind of brimming now, kind of that they're illuminating. It's got that resonance, that kind of breathy, kind of almost ghostly like tone. In D minor.
Catrina Cangurú, Catrina Cangurú,
Yeah, emphasize like the minor third, like in that ghostly tone. Great effect. Yeah, Catrina Cangurú from Burnier Cartier. From their 1976 EMI release, self-titled, as was their prior album from 1974 on RCA Victor. Let's hear another track from this album. This one, I could end up murdering the pronunciation, so instead of doing that...
Minha Mãe Não Sabe de Mim.
Oh, it translates to My Mother Does Not Know Me. Okay. One of the most brisk moments on the whole album. Yeah, you know that this is just gonna like swell up in intensity. Well, it's already started on a pretty intense note, but it's just imagine how it'll end. Because one of the things about these like MPB, like folk tracks from the 1970s, is that they tend to get progressively more faster and more brisk, more intense as they go along. So when they start out this way, well, you know you're in for a ride.
vinha das bandas do interior, do lado de lá, duas famílias pra sustentar.
I love the vocals on it. Yeah, that consistent kind of like breathy tone in the voice. Yeah,
Farofa e jabá, e uma viola pra cantar. Cantador, moço, faço o que mandar sem pedir.
yeah. I mean that breathy tone mixed with that slightly kind of bassy production and the acoustic instruments with just subtle tonal color added as the song. It's just the quaintness of it all. It's like traveling, letting your ears take you back to another place and time, like tropical beaches in an era of like grainy Super 8 footage, you know, the mid 70s.
Cansei de sofrer, faço furo em peito bom, que o céu não deve ser. Por aqui, vou por aí.
Did you hear that siren sound?
Minha mãe não sabe de mim, nem minha Rita.
Oh, that was such a change right there. Sequence of chords, yeah, very angular. This song, like its predecessor, is very rhythmically strong, paced, really tight, despite not having like an actual like punctual drum beat in it.
Nem minha Rita.
Yeah, no like snare or bass. It's just kind of that tapping, and yeah, it sounds so full, so like, well. God, how are they getting those tones? I don't know exactly what pedal that kind of like warm tone and.
Bandas do interior, do lado de lá, duas famílias pra sustentar. Farofa e jabá, e uma viola pra cantar.
Let's see, who else do we have on this track? This is the opening track on the album. A1, we got bass by one Alexandre. We have drums by Memau, although I haven't really heard any. I point out what we have of drum set so far. Lead vocals on this, same as last time. Yeah, as a matter of fact, both these tracks are like the side openers, and so there's a certain kind of like, I guess you could say, urgency to them. They really want to hit the ground running. Yeah.
Cantador, moço, custe o que custar, vou sorrir. Já perdi e paguei, sei o preço da ilusão e abraço o corpo nu. por aqui, vou por aí.
Yeah, and the percussion on this is by Halcyo Melito. And, and this person has 110 credits according to Discogs, 62 of them instrumental. Yeah. And he was 45 years old at the time that he made this. So he has a career going back to the late 1950s.
Minha mãe não sabe de mim, nem minha Rita.
Apparently he was in Tamba Trio.
Nem minha Rita. Nem minha Rita.
I love the way those harmonies are kind of like swelling over that chordal descent right there. The way it's swelled up toward the end with that like psychedelic, like fuzzy, warm, wiggly, just guitar entanglement, just rising up like, and that could have gone on longer. I wish that had been more like about 20-30 seconds long. Yeah, it was just like the final, I don't know, 8 seconds of the song. But yeah. Perhaps the most intense passage on the album, as a matter of fact. Burnier Cartier with don't let me murder the title.
Minha Mãe Não Sabe de Mim.
My Mother Does Not Know About Me. Okay, I couldn't. That's a very kind of thought-provoking title, but I cannot find like the lyrics in Portuguese for me to then run through the translator. Yeah, anyway, one of many great mid-70s bossa folk. I just coined that this afternoon. Albums to come out of Brazil during the mid-1970s, a period where just the classic Brazilian rhythms and arrangements were colliding with that kind of headier, more smoky vibe of the mid-70s tropical environment. Yeah. Anyway, for more Rubies and Sapphires from this album anyway, by Burnier Cartier and many other albums like it from the time period, see the directory of albums by Brazilian artists linked in the description below. For a directory over 400 albums strong currently, so hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of reds and purples and tracks to queue up and explore at your own leisure. Like and subscribe and follow me on social media. Leave a comment if there are any observations you have about the two songs we just heard, the guitar interplay, the electric interjections and tones, and the rising intensity of both tracks, the harmonies, and if you know Portuguese and could understand the lyrics as you were hearing them, please enlighten us about what each of these songs really meant ultimately, or your interpretations anyway. And until next time, this is Zaragon, the world's most ear-traveled maximalist, signing off.